This week I'm travelling to the very northeast of France, to the region of Alsace. Alsace sits on the German border, and in fact it's a region with a very checkered history. At many times in the past it has belonged to Germany, and then it has belonged to France, and back and forth. But it's very much a wine that is informed by both cultures. The grape varieties used are those familiar in Germany, things like Riesling and Gewürztraminer. And the bottle shape, this tall flute bottle, very reminiscent of German wines, but the wines tend to be made in a much more French style. That is, they are dry, they are higher in alcohol than most German Rieslings, for example, and they have real gastronomic credentials. They are food wines by and large. Now, my wine of the week this week comes from a small, independent, family-owned and run domain called Domaine Charles Baur. The winemaker there is the third or fourth generation of the family in charge, and it's an interesting estate that makes a whole variety of wines, not just white wines from the aromatic varieties, but also red wines too from Pinot Noir, and rosés and sparkling wines. And in fact, this wine, the 2011 vintage of their Pinot Blanc from Domaine Charles Baur, sells for £12.95, and it's imported and sold by a company called 10 Acre Wines. Now, at the time of this review, 10 Acre Wines is also making a discounted offer on a mixed case of wines from this estate, so do check out winepages.com for that offer if you are viewing this video within a few weeks of the recording date. So, a lovely Pinot Blanc comes from 25-year-old vineyards, and on the nose, it's a terrifically aromatic Pinot Blanc, which cannot always be said of this variety. There's a kind of exoticism here, a little bit of lychee, a little bit of mango. Also lots of really fresh apple, a touch of orange even, so that kind of citrusy, appley, bright freshness to it. And in the background, hints of floral notes too. So really quite a lot going on in this wine aromatically. And in the mouth, it's delicious. It might be just, and I mean just, off dry, but really it is flooded with fruit. Again, hints of that exoticism, hints of mango, hints of peach, but a clear limey flavour running through it, and that wonderfully fresh sliced apple cut of the acidity into the finish. It has a nice full texture. It's not heavy, but it has 13% alcohol, so enough weight, enough definition to also give it really good food matching credentials. Obviously things like fish, seafood, but I think also with this texture, with this level of fruit, really nice with roast chicken too. With roast pork perhaps, with an apple sauce. This could be a real match made in heaven. So a terrific example of an Alsace Pinot Blanc from a small family domain. This is the Domaine Charles Baur 2011 Pinot Blanc. It sells for £12.95 from 10 Acre Wines. And I'm going to put their website address at the end of the video too. And look out for that offer on winepages.com for a mixed case of the wines. This is my wine of the week.